Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hard up. Are you ready? I know I kind of am right now. I've been coming down with a cold. It feels like ever since I got back home this weekend from the retro, game convention where I was hanging out with Boogie2988, Adam the Woo, my homeboy Andrew, and the Angry Video Game Nerd. Ever since then, I felt like I've been coming down with something, so I've been like popping vitamin C pills and just trying to get through all this right now. But guys, this week, new release-wise, is a lot of Disney stuff coming out, like The Little Mermaid, I believe, is coming out for the first time on 4K, and there's gonna be like different exclusives at these stores, along with Ralph Breaks the Internet. Same thing with that. I believe there's different exclusives in all these different stores today. So we're gonna be going out, taking a look at some of these exclusives, and seeing if anything else, pokes its head out and excites me, makes me want to buy it. But before I head out there today, I want to let you guys all know that my friend Aaron and I started a GoFundMe page to help raise some funds to make Out and About the Movie Part 2, where me, Gabriel, Aaron, and a few other of the crew members go to Las Vegas and explore Las Vegas. Not just go to Las Vegas, go to some DVD stores and make like a little vlog, but we're gonna go down there and explore Las Vegas, like go to spots that we've never went to before that seem kind of cool, because Aaron's been searching up a lot of stuff, I've been searching up a lot of stuff that we can go and document and just have fun down there for a new Out and About the Movie. Because if you guys haven't seen the first Out and About movie we made like 7-8 years ago, it's one of my most popular videos I ever did. And but now we have better cameras and better things that we can do to make it. But if you guys want to help, donate to our GoFundMe page to help raise funds to actually make a new one, we have a link for it down below in the description box of this video, on the top of the description box. And any donations are welcome, but anybody that donates $20 or more will get your name in the credits. But guys, we really do appreciate your support. Make sure you guys check out the link down below. But guys, let's go out now and see what kind of fun DVDs and Blu-rays we can find. Well, off at my first destination of the day, the local Best Buy. Let's head on in and see if they have any of those cool Disney exclusives. Well guys, in Best Buy right now, taking a look at some of the new releases that came out today. Of course, the big ones are, Ralph Breaks the Internet, who we have on DVD, Blu-ray, and of course the 4K, which I'll be talking about at the end of this video right here. But they also came out with a Best Buy exclusive steelbook, limited edition. With just a little bit of a different, cover art on here. I kind of dig the style of this one. I believe this one is $35.99. But another one that came out today is, of course, The Little Mermaid on 4K for the very first time. I always, really like this movie. Growing up and stuff. Part of my world, kind of thing. But I don't know if there's any new special features on this thing or not, or it's just the new Ultra HD transfer. Let me know down below, because I think it's just a lot of the same like special features that were on previous editions, just like a new updated picture quality and sound and stuff on here. But if anyone that's getting this, let me know. Does it look good? Well guys, that's all for new releases that Best Buy has right now, but they do have a buy two 4K movies for $30 special on just some select titles here, like Air Force One, Philadelphia, Hook, and Cliffhanger, 2 for $30 on 4Ks. But Best Buy is like having these all these different little carts and like a cart full of TV shows over here. I believe they sold out of the the Captain America 4K steelbook and the 4K steelbook of The Little Mermaid. So I can't show you guys those ones for this video today. But not a whole lot of stuff came out this week. But it's mostly a Disney release week, if you know what I mean. But let's head on over to the next location and see if they have any of their exclusives left. Getting out of Best Buy right now, and the only other movie I saw in there that I believe came out today was a movie called The Possession of Hannah Grace. I don't know if I know that much about that one, but if it's any good, tell me in the comments. At my next stop of the day, Target, baby. Let's head on in. Well guys, in Target right now, and they do have a big display for The Little Mermaid and for Ralph Breaks the Internet. over here. And of course, they have their Target exclusive of, you know, The Little Mermaid right here. I believe this is the 4K edition, because sometimes you have to pay attention to see which one, if it's just the Blu-ray or just the 4K. But this is the 4K Blu-ray, you know, digibook edition of The Little Mermaid. I don't know, I like this cover right here, but it's $32.99 for the digibook version. I do have that $5 gift card I got when I bought Bohemian Rhapsody, but should I use it towards this? You know, right on the opposite side is the, you know, Ralph Breaks the Internet Blu-rays, and this is the 4K exclusive digibook edition of it. I like how the digibooks now at Target come with slipcovers. I think that's pretty rad, right there. And of course the artwork is a little bit different and, you know, a little bit, you know, more unique, I say, than the Best Buy exclusive steelbook, you know, that Best Buy got. I mean, the Best Buy one looks cool with the white cover and everything, but I kind of like this one. It has more colors and more stuff going on in it. Yeah, over here in the movie section now, guys, and the only other thing that I saw that came out today that I saw at Best Buy, but I didn't showcase there, was The Possession of Hannah Grace. I don't know if this is one of those movies I want to jump up on, you know, day of, if you know what I mean. Because a lot of horror movies these days, over the last, like, I would say 10 years, are not the most amazing ones, you know. There is some cool stuff like Insidious and, you know, The Conjuring and things, but some of the other stuff that's been coming out lately, not the greatest. Was this one any good? Let me know down below. But also let me know, guys, have you guys seen the video I made this weekend going to the retro game video game convention / after party? You know, getting to hang out with Boogie2988 and the Angry Video Game Nerd. Did you guys see that video where I shared a big boot of beer with the Video Game Nerd? It was like so surreal, because I you know, when I first started watching YouTube videos, the Angry Video Game Nerd was one of like the main dudes I came across, you know, back in the early years of YouTube. And to get into, like, you know, share a beer with him and talk to him on video for a couple of moments was really fun. It was like a holy shit kind of moment, if you know what I mean. But if you guys haven't seen that video, I have a link for it in the description box of this video. But yeah, guys, not a whole lot of stuff this week, but the Disney stuff is cool though, don't get me wrong. Well, guys, at my last stop of the day, the local Walmart. Let's get on in there and see if there's anything cool in there, because I didn't jump the gun on that Little Mermaid at Target today. I'm gonna save my $5 gift card for something else. Well, guys, in Walmart now in the movie section, I already looked at the new releases. It's pretty much all the same stuff that I showed at the other spots. There's no point of talking about the same ones again. But I've been walking around here for a few minutes and nothing really big has changed in here. So let's go on home. I have some exclusive unboxings to do for you guys. I got some cool steelbooks from FYE. So let's go home and do some unboxings and some new DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Let's go. Alright, guys, I'm back home now for some unboxings of these FYE exclusive Blu-ray steelbooks that I got sent in the mail the other day to talk to you guys about. These are all available right now at FYE.com or in store at FYE stores. The first one up right here is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This is the new you know, steelbook Blu-ray version, and this film was always kind of cool to me. I remember it when it came out, you know, back in when I used to work at Blockbuster. And this is cool, man. This is the new artwork that they have for it, like the, you know, the animated version, you know, of it. And you open it up right here, and of course you get the cast and the Blu-ray right here. It's the same old Blu-ray that we got on the old release and everything. But you get, you know, just the new Blu-ray steelbook. So for you steelbook collectors out there, you guys can get it at FYE.com right now. And the next one up is a film I always kind of liked. I don't absolutely love, but it's a movie that's been released millions of times too. It's just like Shaun of the Dead. I mean, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but this is Shaun of the Dead, the new FYE exclusive steelbook. I don't know. I kind of dig the artwork on this one, and you also get, you know, the character on the back right there. And you open this one up, and let me see if I can get the Blu-ray out here. So it's the same. It's the original Blu-ray from the old, you know, release. But this is to get the inner artwork right there. Check that out. But yeah, if you guys are a fan of Shaun of the Dead, let me know. What is your favorite one of the Simon Pegg trilogy? I always like what's it called? This Is the End, or At World's End, or whatever it is. I always like the third one in the franchise. But that's an exclusive steelbook right there. But out of the 3 steelbooks, FYE sent me to showcase to you guys right now is this one right here. I love the artwork to it, and I've been a fan of the franchise, or well, at least the first 3 in the franchise. After that, they kind of went downhill for me. But that is the Tremors Blu-ray steelbook. This is the first film. This is not like the trilogy or anything of the original film here on steelbook form. I already have, like I said once before, all the other, Tremors movies on Blu-ray. Like I have like the what's it called, Attack Pack, which has the first 4 films, and of course Tremors 5 and 6. I've been a fan of this franchise for years, but the first 3 are where it's at. But if you want to get the FYE exclusive steelbook, you can out there on the website right now. Let's open this up and see what it looks like inside. And this is pretty much like the original, artwork that we have from the poster back in the day, just minus the name and things. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase this stuff to you guys. Sorry, I'm coming down with a cold. These new exclusive Blu-ray steelbooks from FYE right now. So check it out, FYE.com. Let's go on over to the other side of my room for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Now on to the review portion of this video here. I have a small stack of stuff here to talk to you guys about today. And like I said, I'm kind of coming down with a cold, I think. I don't know, but I've been taking vitamin C like crazy. But yeah, the first one up I got from my friend Mark Torgold this past weekend at Retro Game Con. This one's put out by Chemical Burns, and I believe you can buy this on Amazon.com right now for the cheapest price. And that is a movie called Toxic Tutu. This one, of course, stars Mark Torgold, Melvin the Mop Boy from the Toxic Avenger, and this is the untold story of Mark Torgold and what he's been up to the last 30 years since the original Toxic Avenger movie came out. And I have a small cameo, kind of like little couple seconds here, couple seconds there, couple seconds, thing throughout the movie. And I mean couple seconds. But it is a fun movie if you want to know, it's kind of like a mockumentary, but shot sort of in a documentary style way. It's kind of like a mishmash between like a movie slash, documentary style film. But it explores the making of the Toxic Avenger, and did they really use real toxic waste on the set of the film? And Mark Torgold's trying to get his secret out. You know what I mean? Because something may have happened to him on the set of the Toxic Avenger that has to do with real toxic waste. That's pretty much what this movie is. Of course, you get Lloyd Kaufman in there, and a lot of Trauma alum in here. You even get my buddy Doug Waugh and James Coker in here for a quick second, which was kind of cool to see a couple of some of my friends on here. But if you guys are interested and like the movie The Toxic Avenger, you want to know the true story behind it, check out Toxic Tutu. It's not the quite true story, but it is a fun little mockumentary film. And next up over here, I got from Scream Factory, and it's and it's a movie that I always liked. I always liked since the first time I saw it, because I've always been a fan of Crispin Glover, and I know they made movies like in the 70s or whatever called Ben and Willard, and now this one is what's it called? The one that came out back in like the early 2000s called Willard, starring Crispin Glover, and it's about this strange young man who lives in this big mansion with his mother that's pretty much like on her last leg, and his boss doesn't like him at his job, but it's his boss wants to fire him pretty much, but yet his Willard's father started this company, and all hell breaks loose. Willard becomes friends with this one mouse that he finds in his house, but yet a lot more mice start coming by, and he starts befriending all of them, and he's kind of nuts, as you guys all know when it comes to Crispin Glover and his characters. But you have to come to find out what happens and how he gets revenge, on his boss, and how there's like a bigger mouse called Ben, who's kind of like getting pissed off at Willard because Willard's not really giving him that much attention. I don't know. This one is always a fun movie to watch, in my opinion here. But on Blu-ray, certain effects, like when you see all the mice, gathering all together, or like coming after people. In some shots, it looks really bad now on Blu-ray, because what I mean, like, because it's like special effects, so you can like kind of like see the blurriness like of all the rats just like going together. It's kind of like it didn't look as bad to me on DVD that it does now on Blu-ray. But as the movie as a whole on Blu-ray, it looks nice. But just like certain special effects shots now look kind of weird. Like how some movies, like some of the older movies that are now coming out on like 4K and Blu-ray now, like ones that were made like in the 70s, 80s and stuff. Certain effects don't look as good as they used to, like on VHS and DVD when I grew up watching them. But hey, whatever. Things happen. Formats change. But on this Blu-ray, we get a new 2K scan of the film, a new audio commentary track by the director and cinematographer, and some of the actors. But then, of course, we have all the original special features like making of, vintage making ofs, music videos, and all that stuff. But if you're a fan of Willard and Crispin Glover, give this one a chance. I love it. It's a hell of a ride. And next up, like over here, I got from Warner Brothers Home Entertainment for free to review. And this one right here comes out, I believe, next week. And that is Creed 2 here on 4K. This one I was really excited about, checking out in theaters. I got to see it with my buddy Michael Ray Bauer out there when we got our AMC A-list, little, like, card thing. We can see 3 movies a week kind of thing. And I was really excited because Rocky 4 is my favorite Rocky movie growing up. And then just to see, what's going to happen with Ivan Drago and Rocky, and of course, Drago's son and Apollo Creed's son, what's going to go down now. And I just really like that aspect of this. I don't know what this series can do if they're going to make another one. You know what I mean? But keep it as cool as this. Because the first Creed movie was a lot of fun. This one brings back a lot of nostalgia. But if they make another one, what are they going to do? You know what I mean? Bring back Mr. T? I just don't know. But like, I did have a lot of fun with this one. There's a lot of great special features in here with Stallone, talking about the franchise of Rocky and Creed. And of course you get Dolph Lundgren in here talking about his character and how he how he went back to bring back the how he wanted to go back to the character of Ivan Drago, and just like bring back the dramatic of it in here. It's just really cool. They talked a lot of the actors and things and talk about the legacy of the Rocky franchise on this Blu-ray. And I just really dug it. It's called the Rocky Legacy. I would say is my favorite special feature that's on this Blu-ray in 4K. The other ones are cool too, just like the making of this new Creed 2. But yeah, the Rocky Legacy is where it's at, special feature-wise to me, on this 4K right here. And the picture and sound quality, absolutely stunning in this, on this release right here. But if you're a fan of the Rocky franchise and you haven't seen Creed 2 yet, what are you doing? Get out there, check it out. It's amazing. And next up over here, I got from Disney Home Entertainment, and that is a film that came out today, and that is Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph Breaks the Internet, sorry. Here on 4K. This is another one, I got to see in theaters, and this is where the franchise, branches off and starts talking about the internet. You know what I mean? Because in the first film, Ralph is stuck in this video game that he's always doing and everything, and in this arcade. Sorry, I'm kind of like really trying to struggle through this right now. He's now Ralph is getting out of the video game itself because this the video game that he's in broke. You know what I mean? One of the video games in this arcade is broken, and the arcade may be closing down. So Ralph and whatever, I forget her name now, Silverman's character, pretty much break into the internet and explore the internet, like YouTube and views, and trying to make a viral video to make money so they can get the right part to fix their game that's broken in their arcade. It's just a whole lot of fun. I like that aspect because I'm on YouTube, and I like anything that has to do with that. And just to see Disney taking that and running with it and talking about like trolls on the internet, because Ralph has to deal with that in this movie. I don't know. I just really like this the whole attention to detail when it comes to that in this movie. But you do get some deleted scenes, some Easter eggs, special features on here, some making ofs. But this movie does look fantastic here on Blu-ray. Let me know down below what you guys thought about this one. Did you think this one was better than the first one, or do you think it's about on par with the first Wreck-It Ralph movie? Let me know in the comments. I thought it was a lot of fun. But next up over here from Universal Home Entertainment is the Best Picture of the Year, Green Book here on 4K. And this one right here is about, two unlikely people becoming friends, back in like the 60s and stuff. It's about this one guy played by Mahershala Ali, who's a black musician back in this time. He's like a piano prodigy. And he wants to go on tour in the Deep South, during the time where people have black bathrooms and white bathrooms, and certain white people can only stay at this hotel and black people can only stay in this area, kind of times. And he goes and hires a guy named Viggo Mortensen, who's kind of like a bouncer at this one club, who pretty much just kind of lost his job, and he's trying to make some money. And Mahershala Ali, he hires him to be his driver slash kind of sort of caretaker, on this journey to play his music in the Deep South, and just the prejudice and craziness that happen and that they witness on their adventure. Because Viggo Mortensen is still kind of struggling with, does he like black people, does he not, kind of thing. He kind of has a little bit of is kind of a little bit of a racist in here. But you have to watch this movie to see, because they kind of, you have to watch this movie to see what happens with their friendship along the way. I thought it was an amazingly put together film, and I don't know if it should have won Best Picture per se. It's kind of like the Driving Miss Daisy of this year, in a way. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I think Bohemian Rhapsody should have won. Just in my opinion, I thought that was a more entertaining film. This dealt with more heavy hitting topics, but I did enjoy this movie. I really did. And if you guys, if it sounds interesting to you, I highly recommend checking it out. You do get your generic behind-the-scenes special features and stuff on here. But this is the Best Picture of the Year. Let me know, do you believe this should have won Best Picture of the Year? I don't think it was bad whatsoever. But I just think Bohemian Rhapsody was like the jam to me this year. But that's Green Book here on 4K. It looks and sounds amazing here on this format. And last but not least, I got sent this from Mill Creek a couple weeks ago, but I forgot to talk about it in the video. I still haven't watched it yet, but they sent me over the Benji Collection here on 4K, not 4K, here on Blu-ray. You get Benji, the original classic, For Love of Benji and Benji Off the Leash all together in one Blu-ray pack. From Mill Creek. So if you guys love the Benji movies, they're all out now on Blu-ray in a little set together. But guys, thank you so much for coming by, for supporting my videos. And if you guys want to help, help us make Out and About the Movie Part 2, going back to Las Vegas and diving in even deeper into Las Vegas and exploring all the cool, things that are out there, check out our, GoFundMe page and the link in the description box. Any donations that we get are welcome, and we're pretty much doing this to try to see if we, trying to get Gabriel to come, because if this GoFundMe doesn't happen, Gabriel most likely is not coming. But we're also doing, trying to do that for that. But any donations will help. $20 or more will get your name in the credits of the film. And I really do appreciate you guys' love and support. Make sure you guys check out my last video I made going to SoCal Retro Game Con and hanging out with a angry video game nerd and Boogie2988. Super cool guys. Link to it down below, or even an annotation here on the screen. And I'll see you guys all next time.